Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and today's video is going to be about the Jennings 8, or as some people know it, the Jeff Davis 8. Now, between the years of 2005 and 2009, 8 ladies that lived in Jennings, Louisiana were found murdered. Some of them were related and some of them had lived together. But none of their murders were solved. And there was a bit of a rumor saying that this was caused because of the I-10 drug traffic, and then others are not insisting, but feel very strongly that this character, or this guy known as Frankie Rashad, who ran a hotel and a strip club in Jennings, was the last person to see a few of these ladies alive. So his name has always been all over this case, but it was never proven. And not too long ago, he died in his sleep. So, but what I would like to know is what caused the murder of these ladies. So that's what we're going to get into. All right. So we're going to get 3 cards out of this deck right here. The Holy Spirits, angels, and ancestors, can you please lend me the energy of the ladies involved in the Jeff Davis 8, and I would like their energy from 2005 to 2009. Their names are Loretta Lewis, 28, Ernestine Patterson, 30, Kirsten Lopez, 21, Whitney Dubois, 26, LaConya Muggy Brown, 23, Crystal Zeno, 24, Brittany Gary, 17, and Nicole Guillory, 26. So we would like to have the energy of these ladies between 2005 and 2009, please, Spirit. All right. Now, it's quite a bit of ladies, so rather than pulling out each and every one of their each and every individual energy, I'm going to kind of go in through the back door. And I'm going to ask for the energy surrounding Main Street. Now, Main Street is where a lot of the girls hung out at and, left to do different activities from. Okay, so far we have the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Now, this Knight of Wands definitely looks like he's coming over a bridge or over a bayou or something like that. See in the back, the water. And the Knight of Wands it's kind of like all the knights move, but the Knight of Wands has a, I guess you can say more of a devilish kind of side. And the Knight of Cups is a knight who brings messages or news about love, or scouting out a love. Alright, and in the middle we have the 8 of Swords. And this usually means, self-imposed isolation. Like, you choose to stay in this area. So I noticed that his eyes he kind of plucked his own eyes out. I'm getting the sense of, even though there's guns and danger all around, he chose not to take heed or not to notice what was around. Alright, so let's clarify this energy. Alright, if you clarify the Knight of Cups for Main Street at this time, why is the Knight of Cups here for Main Street? Was someone looking for love, or had someone found love on Main Street? There it is. Alright, so we got the 2 of Swords, which is a decision or a choice is to be made. I'm kind of getting energy like the ladies were targeted. This choosing which one is like someone going eeny meeny miny mo. This is the one. All right. So the Knight of Cups was out here looking like he was looking for love, but he was out there targeting people. Now let's clarify this a little more. The Knight of Cups that were looking for people to target. What is his reason for doing this in Jennings? Why was he doing this? Were he afraid the ladies... Oops. I was about to say, was he afraid the ladies was telling his business? Alright, let's see what came out. Hurtful gossip, which is definitely someone informing or telling on someone. So, and we know cards with no triangles at the top are negatives. So this is hurtful gossip. He was there because things were being said. Then we have men's quarrels. Now, men's quarrels, this card here is, it's kind of like the women's treachery card, to where, you know, you tell all your best friend's secrets because you really want her boyfriend, that kind of stuff. But with this card, when it's two men fighting, it's not always over women or love. Sometimes it's over territory. And that's what I'm getting from this one. The men's quarrels, like, were almost feels like they were using the ladies to be pitted against each other. Alright, and then lastly we have a need to plan. And you see this guy sitting here, his he was drinking something and it fell. And the need to plan is now he has to plan on, you know, where he's going to get some more at. So it's an energy of needing more or wanting more of something that you've already had. Alright, now let's move over to the self-imposed isolation in the guy who plucked out his own eyes to where he couldn't see the danger. Why is Eight of Swords here for Main Street and the ladies at this time? Did they know it was dangerous and just chose not to see it, or were they truly naive to the dangers they were in? Why is the Eight of Swords here? Alright. So, the King of Wands. And this, the movie deck is, oh, it's two. But the movie deck is, they use different actors, and this is Indiana Jones, and I think the Temple of Doom. Now, the Indiana Jones, he was quite remarkable in those movies. Like, he can practically speak all the languages and knew all the customs. So even though they plucked their eyes out not to be able to see the danger, I feel like the King of Wands knew that already. That they kind of brushed the danger off. And the Seven of Wands is a kind of like an advancement. Not like a long advancement, but like if you get promoted or you get a raise or something like that. Like, you're not at the top, but you're on your way to the top. Alright, I want to clarify Indiana Jones in this. Why is the King of Wands here for Main Street and the ladies? Why is the King of Wands here for Main Street and the ladies? Let's see what came out. Alright. So we have social problems, but we also have a good meeting. Now this is these cards are the exact opposites of each other. The exact opposites. So it seems like there was a good meeting, or, you know, like somebody had a good time, you know, ladies were enjoying themselves, there was a good meeting, but that good meeting was a bad thing if a person is informing or telling on you what you thought was a good time was just a fact fishing quest. And also we have the complete. And the complete I'm getting is the feeling of all of the targets were caught. Alright, now let's clarify the Knight of Wands. This one that looks like he's coming over the bridge. Is this Knight of Wands a local character, or is he someone who traveled the I-10? Is the Knight of Wands local, or is he someone who traveled the I-10? Alright, so the Queen of Cups came up for him. I don't feel like it was a woman involved with this, but this Knight of Wands came there specifically to see one woman in particular. Let's try to clarify who that one woman was. Which woman was targeted by the Knight of Wands and why? Can you give us which woman he came for particularly and why? I caught them. Alright. So we have over concern and a wise old man. This over concern card, you know, where the guy is jumping from the tiny mouse, is giving me the intentions like this man wasn't involved in this at all. At all. So why is he here? Alright, let's clarify him again. If the Knight of Wands came for one woman in particular, why is he involved in the Main Street murders? The Fool. So the Fool is in another highway. Or another, like, road. He's coming down a road. He's on the road. Now the Fool here is Forrest Gump when he's running. He just started running that one day. And he has a little dog with him. But this bag that he's carrying, he was trafficking something in and out of this town. I wonder if this is the if that's the Frankie Rajad character. Can you clarify the Fool for us a little bit more? Who is this fool that was trafficking? Who is the fool that was trafficking? We want to know who the fool is. Alright, Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is, you know, partying, we're all having drinks, enjoying ourselves. Yeah, I'm thinking this man here is the Frankie Rajad character. Even though I think he knew a lot of the girls and he was setting up these meetings, I really think he was just enjoying the atmosphere and the drinks and the drugs and the ladies. I'm not getting the vibe that it was him. Alright, so let's get into one of our questions. So one of our first questions is, what started the killings? What started the killings in Jennings in 2005? What was the catalyst? Oh my goodness. Alright. So we have an uncontrolled transformation and we have practical. Now, when this first started, it was May the 20th of 2005. And as we all know, a few months later, Katrina came through. So this uncontrolled transformation, I'm kind of feeling like that was the, you know, the area or the neighborhood or whatever being ravaged by Louisiana, because practically the whole state was tore up except for Baton Rouge. And this practical card is like, this is perfect timing. Like, all the elements were perfect for this to begin. So we have a bit of a tail spinning or a feeling that the neighborhood is not quite as solid as it was. And there were a lot of cracks and people started to slip through those cracks. Alright, so let's get into another. So that was why the killings started. Let's ask, why did the killings stop? Was it because they got an FBI task force on this situation, or because all the victims have been murdered? Why did the killings in Jennings stop? Why did the killings stop? Oh, there we have it. All right. The 4 coins. Now, the 4 coins is the beginning of a savings account or the beginning of a job, like but I'm getting like a this is feeling like a new beginning for this person. Like you see, he's like down in there. He didn't put all the marks on the wall, but he can probably get out of there. If he stood up on this thing, he can get out of there. So I'm getting a feeling that all of the targets or witnesses were kind of did away with, and this person here was able to start a new life, or like a new way of life. Let's see what they found undesirable about their previous situation. Spirit, the 4 coins is here for this murdering stopping. This person who decided that they could start fresh again. Can you tell us a little bit more about this person who is starting fresh? Tell us a little bit more about this person who is starting fresh. We want the energy of the person starting fresh. Alright. Whew. So, we got Tony Montana as the Emperor. And we all know he was into a lot of drugs. Like, he was the head man. So it would appear like the ringleader was able to have a fresh start without worrying about what they're going to tell him, they're going to tell him, they know. So yeah, this is definitely the ringleader right here, able to have a fresh start. And I'm going to say it again, the Frankie Richard character, even though he's dead now, they were kind of affixing that to him to be the main suspect. This is the person who all of this was for. The head man. Now, I want to ask a question about this head man right here. And we're going to use my Alice in Wonderland deck, because we have so many cards out of the other decks. So I want to start with this deck and find out who this Tony Montana man is. Spirit. Now, we're aware that the head man was able to start a new life. Can you tell us where this new life is being started? We would like to know where he is now. Ooh. All right. Okay, so we got the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is you're not happy, but you're not sad. You're just kind of there. But I don't care about how this thing feels. I'm looking at where it's at, because that's what I asked. Where is this man at? And you know, Louisiana is on the shore. As you can see, this is in the water. It's like a turtle kind of sitting on a rock in the water that's surrounded by other water. And you know what else is surrounded by water? New Orleans. New Orleans. My. Alright, so one more question, and then we're going to leave it alone. Are the women in Jennings, Louisiana still in danger? Are the women who live in Jennings, Louisiana, or the ones who hang out on Main Street, are these ladies still in danger, or are they able to live their lives? Are the ladies in Jennings, Louisiana still in danger? Oop, there it goes. The 7 of Cups again. We got the 7. No, that was the 7 of Wands up here. Alright, but the 7 of Cups is, you know, you're mesmerized by display. You have like when you go to buy shampoo and it's like a bunch of different kinds. You don't know if you want your hair to be sleek or if you want it to be big and full. This is what this card means. A lot of choices to where it's not so much targeted. When I say a lot of choices, I mean the ladies there have other things that they can do or other places that they can go, and so does the men or the people who target. It's, you know, the world is back open practically. So I don't want to say that they're not in danger, but it would appear that they are making wiser choices. They're choosing something differently this time, and that's good. Alright, so we're going to leave this here. And again, I am Cleopatra Wallace, and if you found this video interesting, you can give it a thumbs up or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.